What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I figured I'd start it off by just saying, for those that have followed for a long time, there's been a lot going on. It's been a long year and a half. A lot of work, dealing with some medical stuff. No big deal. We're getting through that, but we're gonna kick it off by saying sorry for the gap. But we're back today, and I've picked up a little something. So what I've picked up is a 2007 Nitro 482. It's got the set of engine swap on it. It did have a 125 on it, and this is a 92 stroke. It had a 125 4-stroke on it. 17 foot long. What is that? 62 wide? No, 52 wide. Excuse me. And I've used it all year. I like it. It's a good boat. Motor runs good and clean. Had a little bit of work done to it, but I mean, nothing major. You know, needs cleaned up. Need to give her a good bath. But man, it's a good boat. And overall, I know it's sitting in my driveway and it's a little hard to see, but it's done me well. I got no complaints. I went and I added lights on the frame rail. Just marker lights, you know, nothing big. I think I picked up these lights for $20 for 20 of them, so they're $1 a light. But yeah, it's got a motor guide, 46-pound thrust on it, foot pedaled. I do have my Garmin set up on it, my Garmin live scope. I've got it down here on the motor. I'm still not sold on having it here. I want to get a side mount, probably sit right over there. You know, that'd be ideal to have it sitting right there with its own arm. But threw in some rod straps, nothing big, nothing major. But today, you know, normally I go for anything that bites. You know, I go crappie fishing, bass fishing. Not a huge line of success with that, but it's working. It gets me out on the water. But today we're going to do something that I figured I'd document, because not many people are going to know not many people have a lot of ideas on how to do, say, catfishing in a boat like this. It's a boat. I know it's a bass boat. I get it. Beat me up in the comments if you want. But this boat is going to double today. I'm going to try to do some catfishing. And this rig right here, I'll show later and how it sets up. But this is a rig that I made here in the garage. A tall rig like this, you know, you buy them online, they're $150, $200. This one, I made this rig for under $60. So we'll talk about that here in a bit, kind of show you how that's going to work out. And I think it's going to work good. But we've got the cat rods, we've got the speaker for entertainment. But we're going to grab the truck and we're going to head out to the water. And so we'll see you here in just a little bit. All right, so what I have created, well, first let me get myself turned around here. Let's get our Garmin set up. Get ourselves turned around. I'm going to get this thing pointed into the wind, and then I'm going to anchor out. Garmin's been kind of crazy recently, and I hate it. You guys got a Garmin live scope. I know they work, but they sure as heck can be pretty testy sometimes. So I've got 3 feet here. It's definitely not where I want to sit. I want to be sitting at 8 feet or so. Over at this is the back of the end of the lake here, or the head of the lake, I should say. So we got a large stream that comes in here and feeds the lake, along with a couple others, but this is the main one. And then everything kind of funnels down this way. So there's a large amount of sediment right here, so we're shallow. But what I'm hoping to find, and I think I'm gonna move right over here towards this cove, hoping to find is some sort of drop, some sort of, you know, step. But it's gonna be interesting. And I'm hoping to see if there's, might be some catfish sitting up in these shallows catching the mineral and the minnows or whatnot coming downstream. So I'm gonna get pointed this way. Looks like it's getting a little bit deeper. I have a very cheap hummingbird over here on this side. And then we got the Garmin. Hummingbird says 4 feet. This says 4.2, so at least it's pretty balanced. I see a stick over there sticking out. Now I know it gets much more shallow that way, but we're gonna try it here for now. Trying to find that channel, actually. So I don't have spot lock yet. Spot lock will be coming up next year, but until then I do have anchor. And there's plenty of action. It looks like lots of bait balls. I don't know if you guys can see the bait balls. There's bait balls that are popping up on the screen. A couple onesie twosies. Wind's coming right at me, so it should keep the tail of the end of the boat where I want it. Let's go take a look at this rig. So this rig is an original design. I made this myself. So I've got, the craziest part of this thing is the simplicity of it. We got 3/4 inch thread all. We got the large 3/4 inch nuts to hold our 2 inch, excuse me, aluminum rail up on top, and to hold our, it's actually an aluminum or an electrical plate. So I've got one on top and bottom of that, with about, I think I had 6 or 7 inches below that to go into where my seat did for this bass boat. We got our rod holders up here, and this isn't a perfect science either, by the way. As you can see, this one's a little bit weirder. Had to do some modifications there, but the rest are very solid. This one's the only one that swivels, so I'll just avoid that one for now. But I can put 4 rods up there, so if I got somebody else with me, we can send them out in all directions. Electrical plate has screws in it. I did tap into the the aluminum plate that's right below here. It's underneath the carpet, and I just popped small holes, and then I was able to screw those screws down into those small holes to lock it in place, so it didn't matter, so it didn't move. Well, I suppose it could move if, you know, big enough fish gets on there, but this is solid. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere because of those 4 screws. So this is my live well. I had to think about, can I put anything in the live well after I put this on? And the answer is yes, I can. So simple, 3/4 inch rod. This whole thing costs $60. So keep it simple. You know, I've got some lock washers on there. I've got some flat washers in place. but pretty simple design, really. 60 bucks. I'm not spending, you know, $200 on this. I'm not spending $150 on this. I needed something quick, easy, cheap. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it because, I mean, I could put something on here on the back of this deck that'd be permanent, but this one's removable. I can take it out and I can use my seat back here, or I can prop a seat back here. I can leave this in the garage. But like today, we're gonna try catfishing. So that's the design of it. Leave a like if you think that's original and that might work for you. And I don't know, leave a comment if you think that I should have just done something differently. But anyway, let's get some rods in the water. All right, so we're gonna start with, get my camera right. Ouch. We're gonna start simple, going worm. Just see if anything's out there. See if anything wants to play with us. Get juice all over my boat, but oh well. Boat awash. Get the worm on here. I've been wanting to use this pretty much all year. It's already September, and I've been out in this boat probably 30 times. I just haven't picked up the camera. I've just been lazy. So, all right, we're gonna go straight out there. About like yay. Just popped in there. And if I remember correctly, this one's got just a clicker on it. Nah. It's a brand new rod actually for me. Just picked it up, but I guess we'll see. So there's one. I can turn that. I don't think I'll turn that out there. Just a little bit. I'm gonna save some of the worms. So I'll get that one stuck out there like that for now.